Welcome back to video 4. I am smashing these videos out today. So the previous videos we have covered how the economy works, how to choose pairs from it, and we've covered fundamentals, right? Fundamentals just means what's fundamentally happening in the global economy and the currencies and so on and so forth, okay? After fundamentals, what we have is called data, numbers, okay? And that's slightly different. That's kind of like, what are retail traders doing? What are the big banks doing? Hedge funds, all Barclays, JP Morgan, and all this kind of stuff. Now, for that, what I use is this right here. It's called Prime Market Terminal, okay? Pardon me, it is a phenomenal piece of kit. I absolutely love Prime Market Terminal. You can get the basic one for like $29 a month. You can get the one that I have, the premium, for like $49 a month. And then there's an institutional one, which I don't believe you need. And it's like $129 a month. Okay, so $49 a month is about 30 quid a month, 35, I don't know, roughly. It's a phenomenal piece of kit. Now, I know when you are looking at this right now, you're just thinking, what the fuck is that? Okay, I fully understand it. Like when I open up my screen, look, there's tons of data here, right? So I have a big meter wide screen. The reason why I've had to make my page small is because if you're watching this from like in a normal laptop or a normal PC, then the video is going to be quite small and not very clear for you to see. So that's why I've made it smaller, okay? But there is far more here to see. And what we use this for is data. Now, there's loads of stuff here, as you can see here. We've got the ticker. That just means the ticker symbol for the currency pair. AUD CAD, AUD CHF, and you keep going down. They're all here. GBP, AUD, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Seasonality is markets are seasonal. Markets do move seasonally. So you'll have certain markets which are always up at Easter time of year. They're always down in the summer, always up at Christmas and so on. And so that gives you kind of idea. If you're looking for buys or sells, you can have a look at seasonality and see if it ties in. Next one is pattern. It kind of gives you a pattern what you look for. I don't really go by that. One that I love is DXM. Now, DXM, I don't know why it's not called DMX, because it's Dumb Money Index. I don't know. But DXM means Dumb Money Index. Okay, now what they mean by that is retail traders, you and I, essentially, people who just sit at home playing Forex on their phone and not really caring if they're actually doing it properly or not, trying to make a quick buck, trying to turn a $100 account into buying a Lamborghini next week and stuff like that, and it's just never going to happen, right? That's all these kind of people. Now, they're always wrong. They're literally 80% of retailers lose money in Forex trading because they just don't know what they're doing, and they're not willing to put in this level of work to actually do it properly. Okay, it's just the way it is. Now, if we come on to, let's just say, you can click on a pair. Let's say we're looking at AUD CAD, right? Look at the overview. Now, I don't use all of this. I use some of it, right? And you can see the overview here. It's saying just now it's kind of neutral to bearish, only one small bit of buy. Having a look, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And that's fine. Now, we are really looking for buys on this because overall Canadian dollar is shit and Aussie dollar is weak. So even though that's saying bearish just now, you have to put it into context, right? You're like, how come Aussie should be a buy and Canadian should be weak? How is that a sell then? It's not. It's just markets just can't go up forever. So the big banks, obviously, if their last entry was here and here, right? And you can see this is a good area for entries because it had the order block. So what you'll normally find is, do I have anything I can draw here? Yes, I do. Give me a second. Here we go. There is an area of imbalance right there. What you may find is, where is it? Hold on. Where's my body area? Where's the one I'm looking for that I can draw for you? All right, okay. I don't know why it's not there, but look. Anyway, that's essentially what you're going to be looking for. Aye. Okay, is market comes back to here, rejects, and away it goes. Okay, that's what we're looking for all day long. Bish, bash, bosh. What you will find is it's in sells just now because the market's coming down, right? If we look at, so what we want to be doing is look at, if the overview says sells just now, we know that we're looking for buys because fundamentals is number one, right? Data is number two, technical analysis entry is number three, okay? So fundamentally, we know Aussie is strong, Canadian dollar is weak. I know you have to take into account oil is strong, and that's probably why that's coming down just now, right? Because we have this little, I don't know when you're watching this, but we'll have this little proxy war just now where Iran have just kicked off of Israel. So Israel, you might watch this 5 years from now. Israel have already been kicking off of Gaza for about 6 months or a year now, maybe that kind of time frame. And last week, Iran has just Israel struck Iran's embassy in Syria, and then Iran retaliated and hit Israel again. And now it's back and forth, okay? So that makes oil strong, makes oil, gold, and USD strong, okay? So because oil is strong, it gives strength to Canadian dollar, hence you're seeing this pullback and blah, 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 okay? But this is what you want to see is pull back to this area, enter, and away it goes strong, okay? Now, when we're looking at this, let's just say, for example, this was already in our area, okay? And we're already looking down here. I'm just going to move this box now because it's freaking annoying when I'm trying to show you this, when it's flashing all the time. So let's say it's entered our box here, okay? This is already down here. What we want to be looking at then is DXM, Dumb Money Index. So because we are looking for buys, we want to see, look, the Dumb Money Index are all in buys, right? And if we look, I don't know why it doesn't show. It normally shows down here. It normally, there we go, there it is. Look, 76.9% of all traders lose money with this provider. So that means 76, let's just say 80% of retailers lose their money, right? So right now, all retailers are in buys. They're all in fucking buys, right? Why would you would not want to copy retailers at all. What we want to see at the time of entry is we want to see that all retailers, most of all, are in sells, right? And then we want to come across to this one here, which says COT, Commitment of Traders. Now, look, Commitment of Traders is basically the banks, right? Now, banks are all in sales. Look at that. They're all in sales. Now, from you or I trading, $100 a pop or $1,000 a pop, or even if you've got a massive account and you're trading 20, 30 grand a pop, you can't move the market. 1 pip movement in the market is the equivalent to $100 million of money in that 1 pip. Right? Just to make that market move 1 pip, you need 100 million USD. So if you measure a candle and it's 12 pips in size, what does that mean? That means $1.2 billion has been pumped into the market in order to make that candle move 12 pips. Now, do you think they give a shit about your little $50 stop loss? No, they don't. That's the bottom line, right? They don't. So, and our money doesn't move the market. Our money is the liquidity for the market, right? The banks make money from stopping us out and blah, blah, blah. So if dumb money, retailers are all in buys right now, right? And the COT bankers are all in sells right now, who would you rather be fucking copying right now? The retards or the banks? Of course you're going to be copying the banks, right? So that's what's actually moving the market right now. Let's have a look. What pair is this? EUD CAD. Let's have a look at it. There you go. That's what's moving the market. Here's the one I drew up. I'm going to delete this now because it's already passed. So this is an A area, which it could have bounced from and moved, but it hasn't. So I'm just going to delete this now right in front of you. And I'd already typed up, this is a preferred entry. Now, what you'll see, probably, high possibility, here's an order block here. Boom, volume kicked in. The bank stop loss is probably down here. And let's just look at the volume, fixed range volume. Let's see where the volume kicked in. Oh, volume is kicked in here. Here's the lower area of volume. Here's where all the volume kicked in. Happy days, right? So, what we'd like to see is, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we'd like to see the market come to here, reject, and then absolutely fly. Now, when it does that, what you will see is a shift here. You will see that the COT, the banks, have all shifted. So this will be all green and a tiny bit of red. And DXM will be all red and a tiny bit of green. And that's good. We want to be in the opposite. Sometimes you'll come on and the both of them will be in alignment. Both of them will look like this. They'll both be in buys, and that's absolutely fine. But, whenever they're opposing each other, you always want to be following the banks, okay? Now, COT, What COT means is the commitment of traders. So what happens, across world banks and regulators and blah, 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 every Wednesday, all the big massive hedge funds, JP Morgan, Abbey National, Bank of Scotland, Credit Suisse, all these hedge funds and all this kind of stuff, they must submit the trades that they are in every single Wednesday. It's required by law. It's to stop things like insider trading, etc. Right? Then those trades get verified to see if they're real or anything's been false to make sure that they're accurate. And then every Friday, that data gets published to the public, and that data is then found here on sites like this. You have this one, you have other ones. This is one I use because I love it. And you can see very quickly, look, they've actually decreased the amount, so it's showing you that it's going down and blah blah blah. Okay, so it's a very, very useful tool. I can get you a 10% discount code on this as well. I will include the details if you want to purchase this. I'll include the details on the link, and I'll give you my discount code as well, so you can get 10% off, which is it's a nice bit of dough, right? It's a very handy tool. If you're looking at it and you're confused, of course, if you buy this, I will help you use it eventually, okay? It's not 100% essential right now, but if you are someone who's like, look, I'm taking this shit seriously, I want to learn it all because I do want to eventually stop, subscribing to you guys and go off on my own, which is what we want. We don't want you guys trapped to us. Some signals providers want you guys trapped to them for life because they're going to make money from you for life. We don't. We just want to help you guys learn this, and when you're confident, away you go and make your own dough, okay? That is what genuinely makes us bloody happy, because I know what it's like to now trade full time, and you can just live life in your terms. All right, lads? So that's our goal for you boys and girls. If you want to purchase this, I'll leave the details below. But that's essentially all I use. Look, you've got tons of data here. I don't use it. I was going to make a video on how to read bank reports, but you know what? I'm not even going to bother, because it's just going to fill your head with stuff that you don't really need to know, and it's just going to confuse you because every bank report is written by a different analyst at a bank, and all it is at the end of the day is some arsehole with an opinion. I'll have an opinion on the market, you'll have an opinion. It doesn't mean that my opinion's right or your opinion's wrong. And when I read the bank reports, which you get on this as well, it's just like, oh, what's the point? This is just nonsense. I'll show you them. Where are we? Where are the bloody bank reports? Session recap. Come on. What the hell are they? Should be here. Oh, files. That is the one. They're all here. Okay, I don't read them all. Bank of America is quite good. FX Focus. Global Weekly Kickstart. Let's have a look at one that I like. FX Daily, that's a good one. Credit Agricole. I'll show you it now, but I won't bother teaching you how to read them because I never use them. All right, they're bullshit. And most of my mates who are global multi-millionaire traders, they're just like, fuck them. So you do get some good information. You get, but look, it's just hours of reading, right? You want to come down, look at the open positions, and the truth is, lads, right? Most of us, we're just everyday guys. We aren't really going to be able to understand this. We haven't studied for 7 years at the London School of Economics and all that, right? So, I mean, what would be the point of me making a video on this? It's fucking bollocks. So let's not even bother. But at least I got to show you it, right? And it is all here on this platform, if you think. So all I look at is I click on the pair. I look at the overview. I look at the dumb money index. I want to be doing the opposite to those fuckers. And like just now, because we're looking for buys on Aussie CAD, right? And it's coming down just now, it doesn't mean you're entering sells. You're just waiting for it to hit your area, and then you're entering buys, and then you're going to let it run, okay? And that is essentially it for gathering data. So first is fundamentals. Second is data. Third is technical analysis. And that's what I'm going to cover in the next videos coming up, okay? So stay tuned.